podcast with my face in it. It's boy Valkyrie again. So today we're just going to be talking about like some Soulcalibur 6 stuff, how I got into it, and pretty much what I want Killick to get or get fixed on. So yeah. Today's sponsor is Raid Shadowlet. No. So when I was like 15 or whatever, my friend at home in Cali was like, yo, check this fighting game out. It has weapons and stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, Soulcalibur 5. And that game looked really cool when I like first started, because I was like my first fighting game besides like Tekken 5 as a kid. And I really liked Shiba's 2A plus B, which is Killick's 6B plus K2, which is the janitor move where he just pokes the ground, and I'd like spam that shit all day, and it was really fun. Then my friend actually like started learning combos on Natsu and started botting me, so I was like, okay. So I actually learned how to play Shiba, watched Party Wolf's video. It was like an hour long. It was like, oh, okay. So I just spam 6B all day and get the Brave Edge combo and smack him into the wall. So that was that. So that was around like 2015 or 16. And that's when I actually like played or tried to learn a game. That was pretty cool. I was like the only one in the area that actually played Soulcalibur 5. And apparently there were tournaments for that game in San Fran or Oakland, but I didn't know. So that was cool. So like fast forward to like 2018, and they announced Soulcalibur 6 or late 2017. And I'm like, yo, this looks sick. And I was like, I don't even know half these characters because I started on 5. And that's when everyone was like, these are the OG characters. And I was like, oh damn, now I feel dumb. So I watched like the exhibition matches and stuff, and I watched Party Wolf win everything for like the first 2 months. I was like, okay, I'll pick up Killick, because I was a Shiba player, and I know that Killick was in 5, and like I'll try him out, and he looks really fun. The combo was like also pretty cool. Okay, yikes. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then they had the Evo thing, which was like an exhibition, and then Link RKC won that, so that was also really cool. Hopefully nothing broke in my car. What else? Right, and then I got the game. I just transferred out to Nashville for school, and then I finally got the game. I bought the collector's edition because I had money at the time. I was like, okay. So I was getting bodied for like 3 weeks. Couldn't even get all my bread and butters down for like the first month. I was like spamming like 2A plus B and AAA and all that stuff. So I was, and then I went to my first tournament in November, which was the Grand Old Game Room in Tennessee. And that's when I was like, okay, I'll really get into this game, because I met another Killick player who taught me a lot of stuff. And in bracket, I was one hit away from beating Mick, who was really good at Soulcalibur 2. I think he won Evo or something. And he also like taught me some stuff later on. And Arcslight, who was like the #1 nightmare at the time, was like, yo, you're pretty cool. Like, your Killick's pretty solid. I was like, which wasn't at the time, now that I look back, but for 3 months or a month and a half into the game, I guess I was pretty good. So there was that. So I just kept streaming. I started streaming the game, and pretty much my like climb to try to get to like as high as I can, and that's pretty much where I am now. My peak rank, didn't really matter, was I was number 14 Killick out of all the Killicks on PSN in the world. I was like number 14 or something. And I like was able to like go head to head with a lot of the top ranked players on PSN. Then I I took a big break from ranked in the summer because I don't have internet at home. I had to go to my friend's house and stream, which was pretty weird. And what else? But also during the summer, I started going to more like local tournaments. Like I started going to Oakland. I was able to find out through going to an anime convention and entering a tournament there where I actually just got bodied by Potty, which is a nightmare player. And then I lost to Astoria. That was cool, I guess. Man, that won't be happening again. And what else? Yeah, and then I started going more locals. I tried going every week, trying to get more involved with the NorCal community. And that's when I realized, hey, I'm gonna build a community in Tennessee, because I know we had this big tournament. It was like 50 players. By the way, I ended up getting like 17th or something at that big tournament, which was pretty good. We got a bunch of players in the area, but like no one really comes out. So I started a Middle Tennessee Soulcalibur community, and that started out with like 2 players or 3 players. Like we were lucky to get a bracket when we first started, which needed 4 people, and now we were up to 7. But like regularly we'd get 6 or 7, which is pretty good. It's a lot better than most places actually, and I'm pretty proud of that. Like even when I visited Maryland to play like Boom in 56, it only had like 6 or 5 players when I entered. So because a lot of the monthly players are not from Maryland. So also it was really cool because like I was able to travel more as a college student. I have a car, and I was able to get trained by Mick a bit. I went to St. Louis recently, trained with the St. Louis guys. I went to Maryland last summer as well, and that was really cool too. Played against Boom, got absolutely bodied. I actually got 3rd at that local or weekly, so that was really cool. Met Superfly Drew. I wasn't able to meet Yin Crescent, but whatever. I'll meet him someday again. So that's pretty much where I'm at, Soulcalibur community. I wrote a Kill It guide. It's like 23 pages long. A lot of new players read it, which I'm very happy about. I realized that I like teaching way more than competing, but I also like winning a lot. So it's this weird like enigma of, do I want to be salty or do I want to like see people grow and be able to beat me, and then I get salty, right? So it's like there's that, but that's what I'm doing in the community for Soulcalibur. I'm pretty much teaching, trying to teach as much as possible, and streaming, having a good time with the boys. I have a protege who's a player in Brazil. I'd like to think she's my protege because I guess I teach her a lot of stuff, and I finally was able to play her, so that was cool. Playing on Brazil Connection is a fucking journey. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing with Calibur. So, right. As you know, I play Killick. He's like, Season 1, he was like bottom 2. Now he's like bottom 7. It's because Killick is this character where it's like, he's this jack of all trades, but he can't really do anything. Like he doesn't excel in anything. Like, okay, I want to brawl up front. Okay, cool, I could do that. I have 2A, I have BB, I have 4K, but Cass could do way better up close. Yoshi could do way better up close than me. I could zone them out, which is a strength that I have that they don't, but if I wanted to brawl up close, I'd have to play like Talum, Cass, Yoshi. I could zone out players with 4-4A, 3A, 7A, 7B, and even 8A plus B, but Ivy does a better job. Mina does a better job. Even Nightmare has kind of a little bit more range than me, and like, if you really wanted to try. So there's that. 7 miles to go. Alright. Yeah, but my character's really good in the mid-range, and I have a really good post-GI game, or Killick has a really good post-GI game, so I guess that's his thing, because his break attack is the only one you can't step after level 3, or I believe level 3, or even level 2? No, I'm pretty sure just level 3, but, there are a few things I want for the character. Like, first thing is, like, they need to fix his whiffs. Like, wall rising V6 BB, if it's, like, on his left, or something, if you hit an opponent on his left, it'll whiff. What else? Whoa, that's a rock. It'll whiff. What else? V6, lethal. The combo is supposed to be 6/6 KKB and then you knock him down or whatever, but sometimes that whiffs too. What the heck are these potholes? That'll whiff too. Sometimes wall combos will whiff. 6B plus K wall splat is super inconsistent. You miss out on a lot of damage because of it. Like, for example, like if you get a 2/2 A plus B wall splat, that's your best wall splat, because it's you get to get a follow-up with 6/6 KKB for hella damage, and in Soul Charge you can pillar them and it does way too much damage. But the thing is, if you do that, and you could also get like 6/6 K slide B, which is the new move in season 2, after a 2/2 AB or 3 AB wall splat, which is super nice because you could do some ridiculous damage even though it's like suboptimal. Like if you like happen to flex with a soul bomb at the start of the round and then pop meter because you got meter, like you could do some serious damage with it, like more damage than Siegfried normal wall combo, which is disgusting. But the thing is, 6/6 KKB will whiff on every other splat, especially with 6B plus K. And some people might think like, oh, that's just because you splatted, the splat is a little shorter. But here's the thing, like, the splat, if you hit it at the angle for 6B plus K, 6/6 KKB will hit, which makes things really inconsistent, making you like, it's like, oh, okay, now I have to react to what angle I hit you at, and sometimes it'll whiff, like, especially like, I think 6/6 KKB gets it really bad with B6 lethal hit, just because like, great, I got this really good block punish that could do up to 100 damage, and then I whiffed 6/6 KKB, and now I'm getting punished for it, and that sucks. Like, there are other options that you could do, like you could do a 4/4, oh no, not a 4/4, just a 4KK 2/8 slide B or a 4KK grab setup, mix up, but like, you get better Oki off 6/6 KKB in my opinion. If they fix that alone, Killick would be in a very good spot. You'd indirectly give him more damage, and you'd like make him more consistent, which is really good. Personally, what I want besides those is I want CE stun when you hit them on the ground to be to have Asura ring out no matter if you tech or not, because if Mina gets it, then we should be able to get it. And Mina's is way more disgusting than ours. Like, they already nerfed Asura carry, so they could give at least that. I don't see that happening because how the frames work, unless they buff the CE stun itself, which I could see that happening. Because Killick's CE is already special where it's safe on block. Also, for A to be 0 on hit, that would be pretty cool. It used to be 0 on hit. I don't even... If it was -2 on hit, I'd be hella cool with that too. Like, -4 isn't the end of the world because you could monument off of that and you could get some crazy stuff happening, which is pretty cool. But being -0 would also help. Makes it easier to get the lethal hit. I want back turn K to be safe, just for shits and giggles. It's -14, I think. Apparently, some people say it's 16, but I've gotten away with blocking a CE after that, like a frame 16 CE. There's that. Yeah, but what else would Killick need? I think that's pretty much it. And then Killick, after that, Killick would be in a pretty good spot. He would have win conditions and lethal hits that people would actually have to respect. Like, there's that. It's technically a true mix-up when you're in Soul Charge, where you'd set up 4A lethal and you'd have 3B. That'd be crazy on Oki. If back of these rocks, so that would be pretty cool. Yeah, but what else? Phone call. Yeah. I also realized about Calibur that there's a lot of facets of the community. This is my take on it. Like, there's the Facebook group, there's Twitter, there's whatever other platform, there's Discords and whatnot. And I feel like there's a huge disconnect, especially between the Facebook group and actual competitive scene. And I understand that, like, not everyone is, like, as good as a player as a competitive player. But, like, sometimes there's a lot of misconceptions that really, like, make the game, like, a lot of people not, like, they, like, get mad at it for no reason. And I find that kind of dumb. Like, things being RE safe or whatever, like, people think that RE is, like, the most broken and annoying thing, but it's actually not. Especially, like, your RE safe. Like, Killick especially is great against RE, because if you think they're gonna RE, you could BB to check it. And then you just, like, because BB is RE safe, you could just sidestep 2-2B hold and get a lethal, which is crazy. Like, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people are people, and we should all just be nice to each other and keep the trash talking to I don't know, trash talking is great, I love it, but don't go too far, all that stuff. Shout outs to St. Louis, shout outs to the group chat that I'm in with Parody and Ray and all those people. Shout out to Maryland for hosting me. Shout out to Middle Tennessee, my OG community, and definitely shout outs to NorCal. So definitely, like, thanks for getting me to where I am today as a player, as a person, and as a competitor, yeah. So tomorrow we'll have, like, I don't know, tomorrow's episode, but yeah, we'll just wing it from there. Catch you tomorrow.